Hi there, everyone. It is currently the 1st of November 2013, and we made it through October. Actually, the month of October here in 2013, the busiest in over 50 years as far as October goes, with 8 typhoons here across the Western Pacific. We had Wutip, which just ended at the start of the month. Then Fito developed after that. Danas, Pylon, which was in the Indian Ocean. We're not counting that, but Nadi, Wipa, Francisco, Lakima, and now Krosa, which is pulling away from the Philippines. So yeah, busy month indeed out here in the Western Pacific for the month of October, catching up because I know it was a very late start to the season. But let's talk about Krosa here, its impact, and what's going to be happening behind it. I know a few people are asking what's going to be happening in about a week from now across the Philippines, and a few models are indicating something developing. But for now, though, Krosa pulling away. No casualties have been reported as a result of this storm system yet. There was one death in Mindanao due to flash flooding occurring after a thunderstorm. An evening thunderstorm popped up here on Thursday evening. So something to keep in mind is that the fact of the weather across the Philippines is quite dangerous. These flash floods do set in, and they often result in at least damages, but also these casualties. And the good news is that this time, this storm has not directly brought any, maybe indirectly there in Davao City and Mindanao, but as far as off here for northern Luzon, where we did see these destructive winds come ashore, and plus the heavy rainfall, still risk of some flooding out here. But as you can see here, it's moving away out there towards the west, winds 70 gusting up to 100 knots, expecting a gradual decrease in intensity, not just from JMA, but if we flip this over to JTWC's track, they're expecting it to start to weaken out as it pulls off here towards the west. A little bit of a re-intensification. I think they're going up and down, but I just see it gradually weakening. Now, as it approaches southern China here and then off towards Vietnam, though, we're going to see this thing just fall right apart. It's coming out of its comfort zone, really, which was just towards the east of Luzon. We had warm sea surface temperatures, low vertical wind shear, a lot of moisture aloft. As this pulls there towards the west, the vertical wind shear is going to start to pull in from the north. That's those areas in the red just south of China here. And then we're going to start to see our storm system weaken out as it continues to pull off there towards the west. Drier influence is going to be wrapping in around it. We're going to show here with this relative humidity, all that area in blue starting to come in from the north. And these are just killers of tropical systems. And that's really what we're going to be seeing. Now, there still is the risk of some rain showers there in southern China, even over towards Vietnam. But as we look here at the GFS model, by Friday and Saturday and Sunday, it just kind of fizzles out and pulls off there towards the west. Still brings some rain with it, but nothing too interesting. NavGem as well, showing a very similar output, just kind of fizzles out there as that drier influence and that wind shear comes in from the north. So really that's all in that storm system for now, still pulling away from the Philippines. Behind it, NavGem's not picking up on anything really developing by next week. This is that one situation I was telling you about, that one little area that possibly could impact the Philippines. We take a look at GFS, and actually more so picking up on it. Show the extended range by Wednesday, November 6th. So Wednesday coming up here. GFS actually picking up on something in there in the South China Sea. I'm not really seeing this right now, but there is the potential. I mean, the sea surface temperatures down here are warm enough, and it does look like that dry air is still remaining farther off there towards the north. But this is the one you want to keep watching because the models have been quite persistent over and over again on developing something here towards the east of the Philippines and possibly pushing off there towards Luzon by next weekend. Like I said, NavGem not really picking up on it so much anymore, but GFS has been rather consistent. We compare with the ECMWF model here for about the same time. They really aren't developing it, but the thing with ECMWF, it's actually pretty poor at the genesis of systems. So once we start getting something happening out there near Guam, this may change. So to sum up the whole update here, well, our Typhoon Krosa now pulling away from the Philippines will be weakening out in the South China Sea. Still expect some rain showers there in southern China, Hainan, possibly over towards Vietnam, but don't expect a typhoon. Keeping an eye on an area of cloud cover out here towards the southeast of Guam for possible development by next week. And as far as the north, things remain cool and dry, actually. Biggest problem out here right now across Korea and Japan is PM 2.5 coming in out of northeastern China. That's basically been spreading out here towards the east, and well, if you have any respiratory issues, it may be causing some problems for you here across some of these areas. And if you're not getting that, you actually have this high pressure with those cooler temperatures early in the morning, and also widespread fog out here in the northeast, and also some rain showers there in central portions of China, and even possibly some snow. But that is all for right now, though, everybody. Thanks again for watching here at Western westernpacificweather.com. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please post them down in the comment box below. And as always, stay safe out there.